As a child, I was standing in a field near my grandfather's house. I heard a train across the river. That was when I made up my mind that I wanted to be an artist. I wanted to paint that sound. And I didn't even know then that there was such a thing as abstract art. It took me a lifetime to get into it thoroughly. I moved to Chicago 13 years ago, mainly because of that downturn in the economy in 2008. Immediately, I fell in love with the city.
Ruth, yeah, she's a ball of energy. The thing I love about her art, it's simple, but yet it has so much meaning to it. She'll take a picture of something on the subway, something that we may pass over every day, not even think twice and not even look for the art in it. For her to be that sharp, understanding everything around her, it's inspiring.
When I first met Ruth, I found out that she was an artist, specifically doing photography at the time. And then I found out she did printmaking and sculpting. She had done so many things that I was interested in, from water skiing to living in California to owning her own business, running a farm, having children. Like, she did so much. And like, I see myself in her as I get older.
What interested me in getting into photography in Chicago was walking down the street and seeing people and their expressions. I'm interested in people. I find people fascinating. What surprised me about the people in Chicago is that they are so warm and gracious.
The first time I met Ruth was at our Lincoln Park Cafe. I met her through a security guard named Leo.
I fell in love with the Capital One Cafe because that's such a different concept. To be friends with your customers, having a warm place for them to come and study or read. I was just very comfortable in there.
Come on. Prior to coming to Capital One, went through a pretty rough period of my life. My mother had passed away in 2018. And I think Ruth, she really was this sort of maternal figure for me. Just someone to care, someone to love you, someone to listen to you. Her and I really formed a bond. She has a wealth of not just knowledge, she has a wealth of passion for love, for life, for people. And it sort of drew me into rediscover what it is that I wanted to do in life outside of Capital One and inside of Capital One. When I met her, I wasn't a coach, and now I'm the coach of State Street. She's very proud of that, and I'm very proud of her.
Ruth initially came in to grab a cup of coffee, talk about her finances, and then I slowly started learning more about who she was as a person. And she extended an invitation to her first art gallery showing almost 2 years ago. And that's when our friendship went from being in the cafe to outside the cafe.
5 people from the cafe came. They brought me flowers, and I felt so supported. Mingling with them and introducing them to other people, it was just wonderful.
You were inspired by the sound of the train, but more so the movement that it created. Can you talk more about that?
I do regret that I didn't begin my journey as an artist earlier. I think of all the more I could have done. I need 2 or 3 lifetimes because I'm not doing everything I want to do in this lifetime.
She understands we paint the brushstrokes of our own lives. That is something that I take away to create the canvas that you want to see.
Everyone is an artist in their way. Life is meant to be an art form. There's hard things in it. We all have had hard things. That is what grows us. That's what gives us more capacity to reach out to other people.
Ruth has a magnetic energy because she's such a beautiful soul. And I really appreciate all that she's done for me. It's like, you know, someone in the world loves you and is rooting for you. And that's Ruth for me. She is truly a guardian angel. And I think we just get one in our lives, and she's mine.
Everyone who comes across her, they are impacted in some way. She's passing the torch to everyone she meets, and I got a piece of that torch, so I'm gonna do my best to take that torch and pass it on to not just my team, but the people I meet in my life as well. That is why I love this job. These are the moments that surpass just even products and services. It's tapping into the heart of the people that use our services. Hopefully I can live up to half of what Ruth has done in her life.